Oh shit guys, I'm about to get a ton of hate on this video and this is going to be a fun video to film. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So obviously you can tell by the title what I'm going to be talking about today, and I'm sorry that I haven't put up a video in about a week. It's just been really crazy, but I might talk about that in a different video. So today I wanted to talk about why I hate Dan and Phil, and oh gosh, I can already hear the dislikes. I can already hear people bitching about this title, and you know, if you want to actually listen to it, that'd be cool, but if not, go ahead, leave a dislike. I don't really care at this point. So last night I was sitting on my couch and I was watching Sniper Wolf on YouTube. If you don't know who she is, she has like 5.1 million subscribers. Like, come on, where you at? But I was watching her and it was one of her older videos because I actually just started recently watching her. But it was a video where she ended up taking like a couple YouTube quiz where it tells her who her best match is. And her best match ended up being Dan Howell. And I only know who he is because of one person in my life, and that is Ben's little sister. So his sister is 15, but she's been talking about him for a couple of years now, which is fine. No big deal. Like, you're allowed to like who you want to on YouTube. I mean, I'm sure there are people who are going to end up hating me because of this video, probably. But she has been like crazy obsessed with him. And there have been times where I'd be like joking with her, like, oh, Dan sucks, even though I don't even know who he is. Like, I don't watch his videos. I'm not interested. But I would just joke because that's what you do when you have siblings, you know? And she would get so pissed off. Well, I was watching Sniper Wolf last night, and when she matched with him, she was like, who the fuck is Dan? And
who the fuck is Dan Howell?
So I decided to send that clip to my sister and be like, hey, this is how I was when you first started talking about Dan. And she was like, oh my gosh, who is that? How does she not know who Dan is? It took me back to a moment years ago because, you know, I've been with Ben for like couple years now, about 4, but it took me back to this moment when she was staying at my house because she lived with us for about 3 weeks when her mom was in the middle of moving. But she stayed with us and I was just like being such a shit that day, and I was like, yeah, Dan sucks, you're never gonna meet him, which she's actually meeting him this year at VidCon. But I was just being a little shit, and she was like, don't you ever talk about him like that on the internet, otherwise people will come for you and all this. And she like started talking about how crazy his fan base was, and that's fine, you know, people can be crazy about what they want. I have things that if you talk shit on them, I'm probably gonna get a little pissed off. But at the same time, like, let people have their opinion. Like, if I really didn't like him, that's okay. I don't have to, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But she started talking about how violent his fan base was and like how they would leave death threats and they'd look up your address and try and track you down. Now, I don't know if all that shit is true, but from what I've seen, it seems like they would try to be that crazy. I think that they're all a little too young to figure out how to do that. But, you know, that made me hate Dan, and it's nothing against him personally, it's against his fan base. And that is what brought me to make this video today. So I really like about 5 YouTubers that I would like actually want to meet and get to know because they're pretty cool. I'm not going to list them because that makes me seem like a little crazy fangirl, and I don't want to be that person. But I just don't like when people go like totally insane. You know, you can like something, you can be obsessed with something, you can go crazy over it, but when you are like threatening people and being like that kind of crazy, it's not okay. So if you're clicking on this video just to leave me some hate, that's fine. I understand that, but I do want to say that you're the reason why I'm making this video, and if you do that, it's kind of proving my point. But you know, we'll see how this goes. It probably won't even get that many views, like probably like 5, and that'll be okay with. Anyways, guys, I know that this was kind of a random video and kind of all over the place, and I have some better content that I'm working on right now, but it ended up taking me a little bit longer because I'm trying to like upgrade the quality for you guys. I'm trying to just get better at this. That way, you know, you guys can enjoy the content, and I want to make sure that I'm putting out some quality ass content. But I have, you know, had a couple of things happen in the last week. I had a job for about 3 days. I ended up quitting it because it wasn't what I was looking for, and the people were treating me like absolute shit. And I started a new job on the second I already got hired on. But that's what's been taking me so long. I'm sorry for not uploading. I actually really do miss sitting down and recording, and I hope that my content really is like gonna get better from here. But if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you hated it, go ahead and dislike it because I don't really care. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!